Hello, I'm Reverend Penni Honey here at Unity of Flagstaff. We apologize that there was no live stream today, so I will now upload today's message. We appreciate you being here with us. Of course, you can find all of our messages here on our YouTube channel at youtube.unityofflagstaff.org. Check those out. Everything you want to know about the ministry, of course, is at www.unityofflagstaff.org. We appreciate you also finding that donate button as we go forward, and we appreciate your ongoing support of this spiritual community and the work that we do here in Flagstaff and across Arizona. So thank you for that. I want to remind you that on Tuesday of this week, we of course have our meditation gathering. It's at 10 a.m. here at the center. Cynthia Hall will be facilitating that. Why don't you check that out? It's a nice, about an hour of just really quiet, guided meditation, and it is all around healing, so won't you check that out. Thursday night this week at 7 p.m., we're back to having a drumming circle, so won't you come out, bring a friend. There are drums to use. Our amazing facilitator, Philip Young, will be here leading, teaching, and just having a great time, so come and check that out. Again, everything that you want to know about this community you can find on the website, unityofflagstaff.org. So be sure and check that out. Today's message is conscious community. Let's talk about that. We had a wonderful day here in our sanctuary at 1800 South Milton, Suite 103. So if you get a chance to check it out and come join us on a Sunday morning, I really encourage that. Or leave a comment where you're zooming in from. Actually, not Zoom, I guess it's YouTubing in from. Let us know. We love to hear from you because we are here to support you on your spiritual journey. As you know, Unity is founded on prayer. We are here to support you with that. 1-800-NOW-PRAY is a 24/7 prayer line, Silent Unity, where you can always get support. Or give us a call here at the center at 928-526-8893. I am happy to pray with you. We have a fabulous prayer team that is holding your prayers and celebrations, of course, in prayer, and that is also held by Silent Unity for 30 days. So let us know how we can support you. Again, the message today is conscious community. We have a fabulous community here at Unity of Flagstaff. Conscious community, let's think about that. It's not just about shared interests, but a dynamic space where people come together to live consciously with purpose and intent. It is our prayer here at Unity of Flagstaff that you find that kind of community. And if you don't find it here, I highly recommend that you find it in your life. And it can come in a lot of different forms because, as we say here at Unity of Flagstaff, God is just too big to fit into religion. So I encourage you to find a community where you express and feel safe in expressing your divinity without fear, without judgment, and where you are allowed to also see past what's standing in front of you and look through to the divinity within each and every one of us. Not just safe, but comforting, healing, receptive, and connecting. So what is your definition of community? How do we create this in our lives? How would we care for that community? How would we show up? Time, effort, energy, money, all of those things. And would our lifted awareness about being in conscious community serve our world in a greater way? I suspect it would. Community plays a vital role in enhancing our spiritual connection. Multiple studies show that community involvement offers multitudes of benefits: improved mental health, social connections that enhance our emotional well-being, reduce stress and anxiety, increase longevity. There's a bonus. Enhanced decision-making, improved public health, communities that engage in health-related initiatives, and people that stand together for what they believe in. Volunteering, workshops, collaborative projects are all enhanced, of course, by community and your participation in that. What is your definition of conscious community? You know, they contribute to creating spaces of love and understanding and collective well-being is one of the definitions of conscious community. The revealing word tells us that the word conscious is the divine root at all existence. And it's not necessary to give in detail the place or each sentiment of the central goodness that is in the world. Conscious, aware, for it is there. It's where you look and whatever you see that you can then connect to in community. The divine root of all existence. Community can be referred to people living in a particular area. Shared interest can also denote a group of people that share a common characteristic, residing together in a larger society. But the community that we're talking about today is not merely a geographical location or a group of people with shared interest. It's an evolving, dynamic space where individuals come together to live consciously with purpose and intent. In conscious community, we recognize the unity and the oneness. It is by being aware of community and the support of that community, being aware of the like-mindedness, being aware of the similarities and the differences. And we see the actions that we take collectively, and we see them start to manifest into the world through this conscious connection of supporting and being with each other. Communities that are opening doors. Communities that are clear and connected and honest. People recognize and they strive to make this recognition the cornerstone of their everyday life, not just what we do on a Sunday. This is conscious community. A community that when we as individuals forget the truth of our divine nature, the core of who we are as we teach in New Thought, the good within us. When we forget that, conscious community, those are the people that will remember for us and with us. A community that when we as individuals want to feel safe, and when I say safe, I mean safe to be who you are, to express the divine nature that you came here with. And if you're not experiencing that in this community, I encourage you to keep looking. And if you're not experiencing that and you want to talk about it, I encourage you to connect with me. Office at unityofflagstaff.org. It's worth talking about. It's worth being a part of. In order to be in conscious community, it requires a willingness, an acceptance, an awareness, authenticity, and above all, it takes trust. Trust that you will remember the light in me when I don't. That you will see beyond this physical. You will go to the metaphysical, the beyond the physical understanding of my divine nature. And that I will do the same for you. This is conscious community. And the beauty is that in doing that, we start to recognize the oneness of community. We find that there are fewer and fewer limitations around the definition of community when we start to come from this place of consciousness. God, substance, is everywhere, all the time, at the same time. And that's the beautiful recognition of oneness that Eric Butterworth served us with. Because in the recognition of the power and the existence and importance of this conscious community coming together, that oneness expands us into greater understanding and less definitions as we see through the physical. And instead we stand together and we see the divine within each other. By choosing to be part of such a community, you become an essential thread in the social fabric that contributes to a much larger tapestry, one that is more compassionate and empathetic. Do you think that would make a difference in the world? Were we to choose clearly conscious communities that support us, that stand with us, like I like to say, people in my life that will tell me I have broccoli in my teeth, authentic, and to be willing and receptive to this kind of community. I do believe that other than just strengthening social fabric, and I believe that more than just longevity, and I believe that the value of the collective wisdom is so much greater as a whole when we consider ourselves and look to be in and create conscious community. I have a sense the world could use that today. Conscious communities serve as cornerstones for folks who aspire to just live in greater alignment with principles like unity, like New Thought, sustainable and collective well-being, whether physical or virtual, whether you're in our room on Sunday, with us on YouTube, checking out our website, or right here, putting your hands to task to do the work that it takes to run a community, to support a community. These are gatherings of like-minded souls committed to raising individual and collective consciousness. This is what we do in conscious community. We learn, we practice willingness, we step into acceptance, we become more aware, and we are safe to be authentic, and we begin to trust those around us. David Spangler said this: some people think that they are in community, but really they're only in proximity. True community requires commitment and openness. It's a willingness to extend yourself, to encounter and know others in a deeper way. Lean on Me was the song that we used today at the end of the service. Lean in to conscious community and learn to lean on your community. Find that support that you may be in a safe and allowing environment to express the divinity that you are.